Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Eleanor and today I'm going to do a review of The Winter of the Witch by Katherine Arden. This is the third book in the Winternght Trilogy, so this video is going to contain spoilers because if you haven't read Debating the Nightingale and The Girl in the Tower, you'll be heavily spoiled in this video. Before I get any further into the video, I do just want to say a big thank you to everyone who has been a subscriber and who's been watching my videos over this last year. The day this video goes up, the 21st of December, is actually my 1 year of being on BookTube, and I've loved every minute of it. It's been so fun to create videos on this platform and to grow my channel and to have made so many online friends, and we can talk about books and things like that. I've just loved being on BookTube this last year. So yeah, 1 year anniversary to me for my YouTube channel. So yeah, I just want to thank you for your support. This story is set in medieval Russia, and we follow Vasya as she works with the kind of magic of this world to kind of bring peace between the humans and the magical aspects and try and get them to live in harmony. I'm just going to give you a big warning just now. I can't pronounce any of these Russian words or names in the correct fashion, and I apologise profusely for that. I'd like to start there. I love how much actual Russian words are in here, if that's the right thing to say. It's not just a book set in Russia and it's all in English. All the correct names are used, all the correct terms. It's properly researched, in my opinion, for as much as I know, and it really makes you feel like you are in the Russian landscape in medieval Russia. You're in that world when like the Catholic Church is kind of moving in and taking over, so that the local people are stopped believing in their fairy tales and in their magic. And we have a visitor. You can see him. You gonna come join me? Gonna say hello? Say hello to the lovely people. And you're off. I love how much when you're reading this book, you're reminded that it's set in Russia. You never forget. A lot of books kind of end up being set in a really ambiguous, just English-speaking place, but you really feel like and understand that you are in Russia. Because all the correct terminology is used, the language. There's even a glossary at the back for all the words used, and I just think it's a really fantastic way to teach people who don't know anything about Russian history, to teach them about their fairy tale history and their magic history and things like that. I just love the way it was interwoven. I've not got too much to say about this book because it is a third in the trilogy, and I just want to say that I do love this series so much, and I would highly recommend it if you're looking for kind of slow-paced kind of Russian fantasy magic. You're following a strong young woman who in this time, in this historical setting, like, women were nothing. They were just women of the home. You just became a wife and you bore children and that was it. But Vasya in this is very much not of that. She's called a witch because she is, and she's ostracised for that, and she doesn't fit into her family and she doesn't fit into anything. But she has this whole relationship with the Winter King, and I've loved seeing how that's developed, because in the first book she's a child and the Winter King helps her defeat the bear, who's the Winter King's twin brother, and like they're mortal enemies. And in the second one they kind of have a bit of a relationship, but it's strained and things like that. And in this one, it just develops further. I'm sorry if you can hear lots of racket. My cat is playing with my eyebrow spoolie in a big box right over there. I'm going to go take that off of him because it's very noisy. Thank you. He's going to want to come and steal this back. So I very much enjoyed how Vassia's relationship with the Winter King changed throughout the books. In the first one, she's a child, and then the next one, she's a young, like she's in her teens, and she's a young woman, and she's kind of seeing where her powers grow, and she's changing and growing and stuff. And then in this one, she's very much a woman, and she knows what she wants and needs, and she just does what she needs to do, I suppose. I also really love Vass's character because she's not perfect. She makes so many mistakes. She does the wrong choice in so many situations, and she really, really hurts people who make really, really bad mistakes. But I love how Katherine Arden hasn't shied away from this. Vassia grows and learns from these mistakes. She really, really does evolve and grow and change through these books, and you can see that character arc, which I think was done really, really well, because you are following Vassia over her whole early life and up until she's an adult. It very easily could have not shown much development for her character, but I think this book sums up exactly how much she has changed and grown as a person. She's properly in herself now. She knows how to wield her magic. She knows her place in the world. She knows what she's doing. She knows who she is in terms of the Winter King and in the Bear. And I just think it all blends together really, really well. I love the setting of this. It's set in Russia. Most of the time it is set in winter. And this one is more so set in summer as well. So you get the heat as well. But you really feel like you're in minus 40 degrees Celsius weather with the snow up to your eyes. You feel the cold in your bones when you're reading this book. You feel yourself in that setting, in that world. Katherine Arden's writing is very vivid. You can smell the smells, and you can feel the heat and the cold and the press of people in the Kremlin. And it's just so well described and written, and I loved it. If I can't say that enough. I love the series. I've rated all of these books 5 stars. It is a fantastic, fantastic trilogy, and I'm annoyed with myself that I waited so long to pick up the third and final book, but that's the way I am with my reading. I also love the character of Vassia's brother, Alexander, or Sasha, who is a priest, I should say, and he's one of the holy ones, but I just love his character development and growth as well. He's a priest of the high order, but he's a really good swordsman, and he sacrifices himself a lot, and he helps his sister even though she's a witch and she's against the church, sort of thing. And I just love how his support for her as her older brother is there and just grows and develops. And now, over time, Vassia's family come back to her and support her as they accept her as a witch and a sum of magic. And even though that contradicts their religious beliefs, they can then understand that the magic and religion can coexist, and they don't have to contradict each other, and they can work in unison, and they can both live cohesively. Because in the end, Vassia learned that she wasn't just there to defeat the evil of the bear, she was there to find harmony. And I just think that was a really lovely message. You don't necessarily have to agree and support what everyone else is doing, but you just have to accept them as they are, and not fight them tooth and nail every step of the way. Accept them and listen to them and coexist. My last little thing I'll say about this book is I loved the ending of this. When halfway through, spoilers if you don't want to be spoiled anymore, halfway through when Vassia has to go back and free the bear that they've just trapped because she needs his help because it's the middle of high summer. I was really unsure where this was going to go. I thought, this is another big mistake for Vassia, what's she doing? But to see that it was all about balance and harmony, and that ending really tore me up. I just thought it was a really perfect end, that Vassia is going to the magical place in midnight, and that's where she's going to live with her magic and coexist with the bear and with the Winter King, and their love can endure, because I just thought it was really beautiful, and I really loved the ending of this. I thought it was a fantastic conclusion to the trilogy. So I cannot recommend this series enough, and I think that's all I really want to say. Let me know if you've read this series, or if you really want to. Let me know if you've read this series, which I hope you have if you're watching this review kind of video. But I don't have too much to say, just because this book is fantastic and this series is great, and I don't want to spoil it over too much because people still watch reviews even if they've not read the book. But I would highly, highly recommend this if you're wanting a medieval Russian set story full of history and magic and all the wonders of Russian folk tales, mixed in with some real life historical events, obviously changed to fit the narrative of the story. And you want a young, really strong, powerful female protagonist. This is a fantastic series, and I would highly, highly, highly recommend it. So I just want to again say a quick thank you for my subscribers, and thanks for your support over this last year. I've really enjoyed making videos, and yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.